Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers and my dear students. How are you? Hope that you'll be working on the algebra and we'll be inshallah doing exercise 2.2. Uh, exercise 2.2. The key feature of this exercise is substitution. We have already done some examples on substitution and we'll be doing some exercise question for the same. So straight away going towards the exercise, there's a question exercise 2.2. Now it is the exercise 2.2 and question number is 1. We'll be doing some questions, some parts from question number 1 because exercise is quite lengthy. So we'll be doing some questions, some parts from this exercise, from each question. Now dear students, I'm going to, the question number 1 is to evaluate the following expression for x is equal to 3. When x is equal to 3, we have to evaluate whatsoever is given to us in the question. So the first part, which is almost the easiest part of the, it is 3x. Now what we have to substitute? Now we have to substitute 3 instead of x. 3 instead of x. So what we do here is 3 multiplied by 3, that is equal to 9. You see that this x has been substituted with 3, which is given us. Now the second one is the same, b is the same, c. So let me do the part c. In fact this was part a and c. Now c part is 4x minus 2. 4x minus 2. It is again very simple and easy one. Now let me do it in a little different way. Now x has to be replaced with 3 minus 2. You see that I have not written multiplication sign. Instead I have written and closed it in the bracket. So these both are valid. So what happens here is, don't forget to put this sign implies by, and is your answer now. Part D. Part D is x cube. X cube. So what does it mean? It simply means that you replace x with 3 and put a cube over here over 3, and what will you get? That you will get 3 multiplied 3 multiplied 3. Now which will become 3 times 3 is 9, 9 times 3 is 27. So dear students, you see that how simple this exercise is. Now I am going to solve part number H. Part number H is x cube plus x square. X cube plus x square. I already have the value of x cube here is 27. Well, we have to do it in this way, but since I have the value, so I have not did it twice, so it is 9. 3 multiplied 3 or 3 times 3 is 9. So what will it become? 36. So you see that how simple is this part. We'll be doing one or two parts from this question. More, we'll be doing some two parts more from this question number one, and then we'll proceed to the question number two. X is still 3 over here. X is still 3. Now I am going to solve question J. Okay, part J, and part J is equal to, what is it, 4x divided by 2. 4x divided by 2. It is again very simple. 4 multiplied by 3 divided by 2. Now either you can go for the multiplication first or then division, or you can just go to division first. Now you see that this goes with this because there is a multiplication sign. Now this step is valid, or you can also do it in this way. 12 divided by 2, that is equal to 6, and this is again 6. If it is if here there is a sign other than multiplication, then you cannot do it like this. Suppose if it was written like this, 4 plus x divided by 2, 4 plus x divided by 2, then you cannot do it like this. This will be wrong, because here there is a addition sign, and with the addition sign you cannot do this step. You can use this step when only a multiplication sign is over there. Now part N, and this is the last part in this question. And 4x plus 2, 4x plus 2, and it is divided by 7. It is divided by 7 and it is also enclosed in parenthesis. Now what will happen here? 4 multiplied 3 plus 2, okay, and it is divided by 7. Now you see that it is, now you see that here is a multiplication sign and an addition sign coming head to head, but to follow the rule of Bodmas, you have to do it this first. 12 plus 2 divided by 7. Okay, now it will become 14 divided by 7, and it will become 2. So it is the end of question number 1. Let us proceed to question number 2 now. Now dear students, question number 2, and what does it states that what is the value of each expression when a is equal to 3, b is equal to 5, and c is equal to. Now there are some values given for some variables starting from a, and a is equal to 3, b is equal to how much, 5, yes, and c is equal to 2 again. Now we have to find the values for which uh, the questions are given. Now I am going to start from part B. A is quite an easy. We'll have to multiply all the three. Now it will become 3 5s are 15, 15 2s are 30. So 30 is the answer for the first part of the part B is a square and b. Now what will happen over here? A square means we have to replace 3 instead of a. The square will remain as it is. You can even enclose this 3 into parenthesis, and then b is equal to 5. When you have written the parenthesis, you need not to write multiplication sign, or you can do it in this way also. 3 multiplied by 5. These both are valid. So 9, it becomes 9 multiplied by 5, it will come 45. Part D. The part D is 3b minus 2, 3b minus 2, and the parenthesis in parenthesis is a plus c. A plus c. Now, first of all, what we will have to do is we'll replace these values. We'll substitute these values in this equation or in this expression. 3 multiplied by b. B is how much? 5. Write all the other things as these were. A is equal to 3. C is equal to 2. Now the whole expression has been transformed into numerical values. Now go to the BODMAS rule. You have to solve this, and simultaneously you can solve this also. Now it will become 15 minus 2 and 5. It will become 15 minus 10. Now it will become 5. This was quite an easy question. Part E. Part E is, what does it? A square plus C square. A square plus C square. Now A square plus C square is, replace the value, substitute the value of A. That will become 3 the whole square plus 2 the whole square. 3 for A, 2 for C, and what is the outcome? 9 plus 4. 9 plus 4, and it is equal to 13. Some more parts from question number 2, and the interesting part B. Well, there are all the parts seems to be interesting, but since we have constraint of the time, so I am skipping some parts. Let me do part G now. Part G is A, B, B, C, and AC. A, B plus B, C plus C, A. In fact, it is written in your book CA. So it does not make any difference, but I have to copy the exact question from the book, and it is AC. Now what was, I have already rubbed the values, and that were A is equal to 3, B was 5, and C was again 2. So 3 multiplied by 5, 5 multiplied by 2, and 3 multiplied by 2. So what will it become? Go for the multiplications first. 15 plus 10 plus 6, 25, and 25, 6, 31. Part H. Interesting question once again. And there is something new in this question. And what is new in this question is, you see that AB is enclosed in this bracket. AB is enclosed in this bracket, and it is raised to power square or 2. Now it does mean that this 2, this square stands for both A and B. Now it means that 2A square B square, 2A square B square, because the AB is enclosed in bracket and this square is above this bracket. So it means that each of the element in this parenthesis is have a square on it. Any element which is in this parenthesis is raised to power square. So it will become like this. So we can do it in direct form also. 2 multiplied by AB. Now AB is 3, 5, 15, and it will become square. Now it is 2 and the square of 15. It will become 4. The square of 15 is 225, I think. And now it is 225. So what is the outcome here is, when 225 is multiplied by 2, it will become 450 L. The rest are very easy, you can do it by yourself. Now it is 3BC divided by AC. 3BC divided by AC. Now my dear students, before going to this substitution, you can write it in simpler form, and that is A, because I told you to write the expression in its simpler form. Now you see that each of this element is being multiplied with each other, here also and here also. When this situation occurs, you can omit the like values like this. Okay, now C, you don't have to substitute the value of C, and even if you do it in the later stage, these will be uh, divided with each other to have 1. When anything is divided by itself, the answer is 1. For example, n is divided by n, the answer is 1. I have told you in my very first lecture that n raised to power 0 is 1, because if now this is 1 and this is 1, in my previous uh, uh, lecture of substitution and algebra, I told you that when the bases are same and these are divided, then what we do, we subtract the denominator's power with the numerator's power. So it will become n naught, n0 or n0 is equal to 1. So this is the simple example, and you see that this C is also being divided by this C. So this C and this C are cancelled and it will become as 1. So we need not to write 1 over here anymore. So the final answer for this will be 3b. B is 5 and divided by a is 3. Now again you see that we have some like terms and it will be 5 only. Some more parts from this question number 2. Now there is an interesting part coming up is m. M is an interesting part. 4b divided by a, 4b divided by a and added by c. So now this is the case of LCM. Either you apply LCM first or after substitution the value. This is up to you. Now if I do it like this way, it will be valid. It will be still valid. Now it will become 4b. Now this is divided by c. A because LCM is a, and now this will become AC. Now I think this will confuse you a little bit. So what will we do? We will manipulate the values of each variable. Now 4 multiplied by 5 divided by a. A is how much? 3 plus c is 2. Now you see that we'll bring this in this form. How? You see that this is 20 divided by 3 plus 2. Now this cannot be divided with each other. So what will happen over here? We'll take that we have to uh, find the LCM, and then the LCM here is 3. Now we'll write 3 over here. Rather, we'll be doing one step before this, prior to this LCM, and that will be 20 divided by 3 plus 2. Now this is the step prior to this. Now 3. Now 20 will be written as it is. Now here it is 1, as I write written over here. Here it is 1. 1 multiplied by 3 is 3. 1 times 3 is 3. And 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. 3 multiplied by 2 is 6. Let me write in descriptive form. 3 multiplied by 2. Now this was the LCM and this is the numerator for this. So what will the outcome over here? It will become 20 plus 6 divided by 3. It will become 26 divided by 3. And if you want to bring it into decimal fraction, it will become 8.66. Now this is the answer for this. You see that if I have done it in this way, it will become the same, 4b. Now 4b, 4 multiplied by b was 5, and plus a is 3, c is 2, and divided by a is 3. It will become 20 plus 6 divided by 3. Again it is 20 by 6, that is again equal to 8.66. So both ways are valid and you can do as you like it, because one math question can be solved, one algebraic question, one trigonometric question can be can be solved in many different ways. The last part is O, and it states that 2a plus b 2a plus b and it is divided by c square. C square. Very simple again. Just manipulate the values. Just substitute the values. A is equal to 3, b is equal to 5 and c is equal to 2 to the square. Okay. Now again there's a small trick over here. Now you see that it will become 2 multiplied by 8 and it will become 2 multiplied by 2. Now this is a very simple trick over here. You see that this goes with this and this goes with this, leaving 4 behind. So it will become 4. If you have done it like this, 2 multiplied by 8 and 4, it will become 16 divided by 4. It will become 4 times 16. So this is a very simple as compared to this one. No, I thought this was the last, but this was not the last part. There are some parts, very interesting parts are coming up. Now, the rest of the parts, P, Q and ST, these are very important parts and you may get P, Q, R and ST. I am only skipping one part from this and that is P. The rest of I'll do it for you. Q. Let us start from Q first. Q is 6b square, 6b square and that is divided by a plus c the whole square. A plus c the whole square. Now, this is not merely a question of substitution. Now, there is a formula hidden behind this parenthesis. You cannot do it like this. Well, I told you in my previous question that each element will be raised to power square. Okay, true, it is not false, it is true. But what if it is an addition sign is in between the two? Now what will happen? Will it be like this? Only this part. A square plus b square. A square plus b square. No, this will be wrong. This will be wrong. And there is a formula. I'm going to write it over here. A plus b the whole square. Or let me change the variables. I'm going to change the variables and I'll put these variables. Now that means that x plus y is being multiplied by x plus y. Now x plus y is being multiplied by x plus y. So what will happen over here? That we have to multiply each and every element to each and every element of the other. So you can start it from here, you can start it from here. Now it will become x square. X multiplied by x is x square. X multiplied by y is x plus xy. And for this it is xy. And for this it is y square. It will become x square plus, now this is 1, this is 1, 2xy plus y square. So we have come to opening of this formula. This formula has been opened in this way. Now you can manipulate this very formula in this section and this will become now very near. this will become 6b square will remain as it is. Now it will become, or you can just manipulate the values of a and c. Now you can do it like this: 3 plus c is equal to 2 and the whole square. Or you can even manipulate the value of b as well. B is 5. It will become like this. It will become 6. So it will come like this. Now it will become 6 multiplied by 5 the whole square, that is 25, and this is 5 the whole square, this 5 the whole square. So 6 multiplied by 25 divided by 25. Now you can cross cancel these 25 with each other and the answer will be 6. For the last two parts, rather R is 1 by 2 a b c the whole square, 1 by 2 a b c the whole square. So just as I told you that each element is raised to power the square. Okay, now you can do it either in this way, 1 by 4. Now this is also being squared with this a square, b square and c square. Okay, now but you can also do it by substitution method, since we are doing the substitution. So it will become 1 by 2, a was 3, b was 5 and it was 2. So this 2 will go with this one, only 15 is left, it is 2 to 5. Or you can do it like this: a square was 3, 3, 3, 9, multiplied b was 5, 5, 5, 25 and c was 2, 2, 4, and this 4 will go with this, and eventually what will happen, it will be like this. S is 8a divided by cube root of, what is it, a plus b. Now this is a cube root. Now substitute the value a multiplied by 3, and 3 cube root will be written as it is. 3 multiplied 3 plus b is 5. Okay, so I am going to solve it over here. Now this is 8 multiplied by 3 and it will become like this: 2 times 2 times 2, or you can write it like this. You can even multiply, or if you don't want to, leave it like this. Now it will become 2 it will become 2 raised to power 3. 1, 2, 3. One power is here, one power is here, one power is here. Bases are same. Then we will add the powers over here, and this 3 will be written like this. I told you this in my previous some lectures. Now this will be cancelling this one, so it will be left only with 2. So 24 divided by 2 is 12. Last part, t. Now t is, what is t? 6ab. 6ab divided by something, that is a square minus 2bc. Now you can also do this question like we did it in part number n, but since we have to substitute because the exercise is for substitution. So what we do it like this: 6 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 5 and 3 the whole square, and minus 2b is 5 and c is 2 again. So now these are two threes like this, and 3 multiplied by 3, and multiply all this stuff over here, it will come 20. Now you see that this 3 is, and this 3 is leaving 2 behind. Now this will become 10. 10 minus 20 is minus 10. We'll find the difference with minus sign, because the minus uh, the value with the minus sign is greater, so we have to put a minus sign, but we will find the difference between them. So my dear students, this is all for today, because the lecture, we still have some 4 questions, 3, 4, 5, 6 questions left in this exercise. We might be doing these 4 questions in our next 2 session, or maybe in 1 session. So it's time to say you goodbye, and but don't forget to share, like, and subscribe my channel. Keep on sharing this channel to your friends, colleagues, and your students, and don't forget to push the bell button. uh, I'll be seeing you in the next session very soon. So it's time to say it's time to say goodbye to you. Allah Hafiz.